Now, if you're going to discharge fireworks, are you one of those fireworks people over New Year's? Well, be warned, I'm a pet-loving person, so this is a very important discussion for you. There are designated times, and heaven help you if you don't stick to them. Let's find out what is exactly planned with Johannesburg Emergency Services spokesperson Robert Mulaudzi. Robert, morning to you, and I normally would say I hope you're having a nice, calm, festive season, but I know you're not as you get ready for New Year's Eve. Talk to me, first of all, we'll talk about what your operations, your plans are. Can we just talk about the fireworks quickly and just remind viewers what exactly the laws are around this?
Good morning, Gareth, and good morning to the viewers. Yes, the city of Johannesburg has got bylaws which regulates the safe use of fireworks, of which the residents are allowed to ignite fireworks an hour before midnight and also an hour after midnight on the New Year's Eve. And then on the New Year's Day, they are allowed to ignite the fireworks between 7 and 10 p.m. in the evening. Those are the stipulated times in our bylaws. And after that, residents are not expected to continue to use fireworks.
So what is the kind of fine that someone can expect, Robert, if they're caught or reported to have used fireworks outside of those hours? If I heard you correctly, it is an hour. This is for New Year's Eve. It's an hour before midnight and an hour after midnight on New Year's Day. It is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I just want to make sure I got that right.
Correct.
If they use fireworks outside of that, what's the fines, Robert, if they step outside of that?
After that, we've got fines which ranges between from 2,000 rands upwards, and also the people who are selling fireworks, Gareth, also there are also regulations which regulates the safe use of storing the fireworks. So already we've already started with our operations to make sure that the wholesalers and the dealers and the distributors, they've got the required documentation, because they're supposed to have a compliance certificate from us as a fire service and also from the South African Police Service. And also, because fireworks, you cannot just store them anywhere. They are supposed to, required by law, to have a glass cabinet where they're storing these fireworks, and also they're supposed to have fire service equipment like fire extinguishers and hoses. So if they are not complying with those bylaws, unfortunately, we are also issuing a fine, and also we have to, our colleagues from JMPD will impound those fireworks. The main reason is not to harass our residents out there, but to make sure that, also law-abiding residents are also enjoying their New Year celebration safely without any disturbance. So we will continue to do what we're supposed to do. And most importantly, Gareth, the injuries which we respond to during this time on the New Year's Eve, they keep on increasing, especially injuries to young kids. You still find young kids losing their hands while they're using these fireworks. So our message to adults and parents are that please don't give young kids fireworks, firecrackers to ignite, because we have seen young kids losing their hands because of these fireworks. And also adults who are mostly under the influence of alcohol, you find them trying to take a chance to ignite these fireworks, and in the process, them getting injured. So we're looking at situations where adults can be able to ignite those fireworks, maybe kids watching from a distance, so that we can be able to prevent injuries which might occur while people are celebrating the coming year. Yes.
Robert, let me just leave you with this as my final question. It's very, very important information you're giving us. Can I just go back to the bylaws very quickly? I'm not sure if you can talk to this. Forgive me if you can't. You mentioned the hours for fireworks in Johannesburg. Are you able to tell me where fireworks are allowed? Are they allowed in private gardens? Are they allowed in streets? Are they allowed in parks? Just tell us, viewers, quickly where we can do this.
Yes, the fireworks can be used. Of course, now that we are still on level 1 lockdown, the expectation is that fireworks, our residents will be able to use fireworks at home without gathering, on the streets, because we're still on level 1 alert lockdown, which says that we are supposed to be indoors between 12 and 4 in the morning. So it means that the expectation is that the residents will be at home, in a clear area, away from building, away from vehicles, away from flammable materials, so that we don't have any incidents which might occur while our residents are using these fireworks. So also, most importantly, we're also urging our residents out there to look after the animals. You know, during this time, you find out that most of the animals get traumatized while residents are using these fireworks. So maybe they can take these animals to the nearby welfare organizations, which they can be able to look after, or they can keep them indoors so that we don't have situations where, you know, animals might also be injured while people are, igniting the fireworks.